we're not recording.
Oh, yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, no, we're not. You're talking about the camera.
The videographer has made it happen.
You're the videographer. Oh, now we are recording.
Are you sure?
Yes. See, the little level goes that way. That means we are recording.
Boom.
Oh, and we're also on camera too recording. Welcome back, everyone. Sorcerer Radio at srsounds.com, giving you a little taste of the Village People and Macho Man. My Macho Man's right here, Michael. Village People, by the way, will be performing tonight and tomorrow night at the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival.
What version of the Village People could possibly still be around?
The cowboy.
Is this like their kids?
I think the cowboy, maybe grandkids.
Right.
But no, I think the cowboy is still around. The Indian has gone through about, 3 transformations. The construction worker, I think,
probably
had
dead.
2.
Oh.
And who else was in there? The policeman, I believe, did pass away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Yes.
but
somebody
they
must
still
be...
got some machoism. And
I'm sure the songs are fine. Yes.
The songs
we
will
used to
live
do
on
when
and
I was a
infamy.
kid. There was a band that would. It was a punk band that would sing YMCA while wearing dresses on stage.
seriously.
It was a big
Punk
deal.
band?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Suicidal Tendencies.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of them.
Like I said, punk band. There was also Toxic Freedom was around back then. Yeah.
Were these national bands?
No, local.
Oh. Wow. I never got out
But they
much.
were still doing like YMCA because it's a fun and everybody can do the thing.
I
right?
can't believe a punk band doing that. It's funny. Do your little YMCA now for everybody to see on camera. Again, the Village People performing tonight and tomorrow night during this year's Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. And if you check out the Disney Trip Tips Facebook page, which I certainly hope you do, I posted on there a photo courtesy of the Pics from the World of Disney.
That's a
Who
good
is
one.
that, Michael? Isn't that a good one? That is
It's Frozen.
Anna and
What
Elsa
else?
topiaries at the festival, and they are located right at the entrance to the World Showcase for everyone to see.
Frozen.
You're not too keen on that,
Not anymore.
so let it go.
That's not funny either.
Okay, yes it is.
Even though I laughed.
You
Hey,
know,
speaking of Facebook pages, did you get any hits on your pasta?
you know what? I did post the photo.
You need
Let
to
me
you need to
see.
post the YouTube.
Oh, let me tell everyone. Yes, that's true. I did post the photo.
Ooh, look, the nests.
The
Very
nests
nice.
of pasta
Yeah.
that we made for Easter. And we do have the video that we would love everyone to check out, well, plus the other videos of the show,
Right.
at my Radio Sandy YouTube page. You will be
Ma,
entertained.
the pasta is so good. If you just like do half of what she does, then you're in.
You'll have good
Yes, you
pasta.
have good
but if they do
pasta.
half, it won't, that's not the recipe. Half is not the recipe. You
No, I'm
have to
saying if you
follow.
make it half as good as you make
Oh,
it,
you're sweet.
then it's delicious pasta.
You are so sweet.
Right.
The next
You are over the top.
the next cooking segment will be how we make the tomato.
We'll cook right here in the studio.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
I'll bring my little pots and pans and just sit right here together. The other big news is someone had mentioned there was a rumor going around about a 4th Fast Pass, and I got an email about it from DizDining.com. And what did they say? They mentioned something, they had gotten their 3 Fast Passes and then were able to get a 4th Fast Pass. So I think that's adding more confusion to the mix.
This falls into the unsubstantiated rumor category, I think.
Right.
But
So-
it kind of makes sense. Because if people book fast passes the way you mistakenly did your first time with the...
Because you were asleep and I wanted to get fast passes after midnight. But go ahead, I digress.
Right. If you mistakenly do it and you have these huge gaps between the rides, well, it only makes sense to give you more rides.
Right.
If you do it the way I guess they intended, which was, you get everything between 12 and 2 o'clock, and then you go and get the whatever's left over for the day going forward, then that makes sense.
Right. Well, the other reason
3
why is
makes sense.
because-
4 makes sense if you're just,
Well, we had.
wow.
I was trying to take into consideration the other.
They should give you 2 per park. They should give you 8 for park hoppers. There
You
should
know
be
what they should do?
What?
How many are in your party
Uh-huh.
is what, like they do the meal plan. You get like 4 people, and how many days you stay.
Uh-huh.
That's how many meal. What do you call it? Meal?
Fast passes.
Thank you. That you get.
Meal passes.
So meal passes. So you get fast passes the same amount.
Okay.
I mean, the cost of the getting into the parks has gone up, so why not? I think people would pay for that.
Sure, I've always said, and I'll say it again. Disney, just send me the cost of the front of the line, ultimate pass, and I'll pay it.
Right, because you like that at Universal.
It's worth $200 a day.
It is.
To not stand in the line.
It is worth it. It is worth it.
But whatever.
Okay. Before we get into what you want to talk about, the trivia question again that I had asked earlier, this is from Peter Pan's Flight in the Magic Kingdom. Flying over London at night is one of the attraction's most memorable scenes. Which London icons can you see from your sailing ship or your
All of
magical
them?
ship? Just a minute. There is a
I saw the
specific
eye.
one that they
Oh.
are looking for. Don't give the answer away now. Is it Tower Bridge and the Houses of Parliament, Big Ben Clock Tower and the London Eye, St. Paul's Cathedral and the Houses of Parliament, or Tower Bridge and Big Ben Clock Tower? We will give you the answer.
I know the answer.
Later
It's the Olympic
in
Stadium.
the hour. Okay. Star Wars weekends are going to be coming up in May, so we're not going to touch on that right now, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. The new Polynesian Villas, reading about them, that they are opening,
Oh, yeah?
and I read somewhere that it can get up to about $2,000 a night to stay there.
Yeah, well, that's where you're.
I guess if you
Fancy.
want to, see, to me is when we were discussing this, where we had the opportunity to stay there, but they were still under construction. I just could not see us paying that amount of money for a wonderful theme park view, but it was going to be one room with 2 adults, 2 teenagers.
Huh.
We would have gone mad. So, I mean,
So let's
do you-
the
well, wait a minute.
solution to the problem is to leave the teenagers behind.
yeah, leave the teenagers behind, or get the 2 rooms like we have done at the Value Resorts,
No.
and everybody's been happy. Wait.
The kids stay at the Days Inn. We stay at the Polynesian.
And they can look at us from afar.
Or not at all.
And see us
They can
having
Skype
fun.
us while we're in the park.
That's
There you go.
that's what we do next time. But my thing is this: do you want to experience the hotel or do you want to experience the park?
Yes.
On which one, please? I hate answers like that.
Well, of course you're there for the parks, but it just depends on the age group of the people involved, right? So lots of the sextagenarians
Right.
like to just, fix this in post-production.
Yes, I will. Get your thinking cap on.
Lots of sextagenarians like to just walk around and look at things and take in the sights. And as we've always said, Disney is in the details and in no small part at the resorts. So the details are there.
Right, but will you spend more
There's
at
plenty
your...
of stuff to look at.
But and I think we've said this before, because
It's called a resort for a reason.
Will you spend more time at the resort because it's all brand new and shiny, or you're going to spend more time at the parks, or are you going to do equal amount? Because
It
again,
depends.
you're spending
Okay,
that.
so I think it depends on your level of trip taking, right? We're at what, 9 now? I would think that at 9, I feel perfectly fine not going to the park one day
Okay.
and just hanging about the hotel, if it's a worthy hotel.
So you would think that staying in one of these bungalows.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to touch on that and ask you about that.
But
So-
if I'm there with a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, no, absolutely not. I have no interest in staying in the bungalow because they don't have any interest in it.
No.
If you're there with a 10-year-old or whatever, somebody who really wants to do the rides and be in the parks and see the parades, then that's why you're there, and maybe you should get your accommodations accordingly.
We're up to 9 now?
I don't know, I was just guessing.
Well, I was going to say that we have to do 10. We have to do 10 if we are up to 9. I
Hey,
don't
we
think
did
are.
2014 and 2015 in the same night.
Within a matter of 1 minute.
That's in the same night we did both years, so.
So I guess 15's out. Okay, now what did you want to bring up today during the show? And I hope it has to talk about
dropping
Disney.
in to say hi.
Yes, you've
and,
been away.
I have been. And now I'm back.
Okay,
That's right.
so enlighten our listeners on something. He was in California again, in Anaheim,
Mm-hmm.
and stayed at a Good Neighbor Hotel, the DoubleTree.
Yep,
And
as I often do.
what did you see?
They know my name there.
And, oh, they do.
They do.
They say, hi, Mr. So-and-so. And how are
Mr.
you?"
Alexander?
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Welcome back. Here are your cookies.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
what did you notice, if anything, there?
Lots of construction in the area.
Right.
Lots of hotels, and I think even a Disney resort going up near the Cars Land parking. So there's a big hotel going up there. I have no idea who's building it. I noticed that I did have the opportunity on my next trip to stay at the one that's now, I've forgotten the name of it.
Where is it located?
It's the new one that's in between, well, it's just past Ruth's Chris on Harbor Drive. So if you're
not the
walking,
Hilton,
if you're
is it?
walking from the DoubleTree, you pass Ruth's Chris, and there's a new hotel right there.
Is it a Marriott?
No, it's not a Marriott. It's its own. Why I can't remember it is because it's not part of a
Well, you know who will know?
massive brand.
Our listeners
Oh,
in
we can find it
California.
out right now.
Well, our listeners in California that are familiar with Harbor Boulevard and Catella, where Disneyland is located, they will know exactly the name of this hotel, but Michael is checking it right now.
Yes, I am.
Online as we speak. This is called filler, what I am doing.
Fill it up,
Yes,
baby.
and if you notice also,
right,
don't
so
forget, a
there's,
replay of today's show will be happening tonight at 8 p.m. on Sorcerer Radio, so you can hear all of our ramblings again. Let me see, that's West Garden Grove. So you've got to come down, you're not even there yet.
Wait, where's the 5? There's the Burlington Coat Factory, so I'm coming this way.
Michael really knows his way. Here's Harbor Boulevard, here we go.
I know I'm on it, yeah.
Oh, here we go, Sheridan, Garden Grove, the Wyndham.
There's the Red Robin, so we're not
Red
close
Robin,
enough.
so you got to go up again. Embassy Suites, go up at DoubleTree, here
There's
it is.
DoubleTree, and it's this one right here.
Which does not have a name. The courtyard.
No, it's not the courtyard. I've
All
stayed
right,
at the
we'll go
courtyard.
up. Well, here we are, Anaheim Marriott, Hilton
I
Anaheim.
can't see through your finger. It's brand new.
It's probably not there yet. Here we
Hyatt
go.
Place.
Okay, so the brand-new hotel that Michael is speaking of is the Hyatt Place at Anaheim Resort
Yeah.
/ Convention
I
Center.
don't have any points there, so I decided not to stay there, but I'd love to stay in a brand new hotel. I mean, it opened, I think, in February.
Okay.
And then there's the new place right on the corner of Harbor and Catella, which is, I think, a Marriott. There's Catella. There's Jolly Roger. I don't see what it is, but it has a CVS right in the corner on the first floor.
Right.
So that's interesting.
I like these hotels that are there. I mean, granted, we've only stayed there twice, but it's nice because they're good. They're the Disneyland Good Neighbor hotels.
Yeah.
And they really are so convenient, and you don't have a bad view. Now, one of the biggest, or let's say the biggest, one of the oldest hotels that is out there, the Howard Johnson's, the Hojo, is like right across the street. And if you ever want to see the Matterhorn,
What Walt
or
saw.
or a little part of the castle, Sleeping Beauty's castle, you could check out their webcam, Hojo
Yeah.
Anaheim.
All the ones that we've been talking about, you kind of get the view of the back of Cars Land.
Right.
If you're high enough in the hotel. And then I just noticed one of them, good tip, right on Catella. Obviously, it's a tourist attraction, but beside Baba Gump, there's a what's the name of that hotel? Indigo. The Indigo
Nice hotel.
Yeah, very nice. Well, it's a different hotel. It's kind of like it's the one you stayed in
The Loft.
the Loft. It's kind of like a loft. Right, so it's kind of
A business
new-
hotel.
It's a business hotel, but it can be for families. It's just a little different. Right outside of that or the Ramada, there's a little water show. Nice restaurants are everywhere. I do like the area very much.
Yeah, we did. I mean, when you took us that first time, it was very easy to navigate your way around, very walkable, friendly. The bus service that would take you to the Disneyland.
Or you can just hop on a bus and go to
Los Angeles.
Knott's Farm.
Yeah,
Knott's
Knott's Berry Farm, which is not far. That's in Buena Park, which is like, I think, 3 or 4 miles away from Disneyland.
But Orange County Transit will take you to all those places. So there you go. That was that.
So now also when Michael was there, you said you didn't see
I've also
fireworks.
been to Denver lately.
Yeah, but you also said you didn't see fireworks
I
that time.
heard them one night, I think on Wednesday.
Yeah, they still did not get their, I guess, spring schedule going
No,
as
we've
yet.
just said this.
Yeah,
Before. It's
so-
a neighborhood. Oh yeah, one of them burned down, right?
What?
A cinder got into It's
That
a
was
Small World.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, well, that was a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I think.
Well, that was
Someone
last month.
did take the video of
That's
it,
another
yeah.
one of those things that's different because it's not done, a mile and a half behind the park. It's
Right.
done right over the park. There's a little risk.
Right. And they're
Probably, that's probably what, the third incident they've had in 55, 60 years.
Now, wait a minute.
So not a big deal.
Here's something to think about. I wonder if they will have them because they're under the drought conditions out there now.
Oh.
And poor California, I feel very bad because it is. They have, I think the governor said usage has to be like by 35%, and it's not going to be
No,
homes and
okay,
businesses
so
and
if they
hotels
cancel anything, it would be the World of Color, right?
Well, oh
'Cause
yeah,
that's nothing
definitely
but water.
that one. Oh, and that's a shame.
Think how many showers you could take.
Yeah, that's
with
a
that
shame
show.
because that is a real, excuse me, really good show, but something to think about if you're planning
Real
on going
quick,
out there.
James wanted me to tell you the story of the Easter Bunny.
Oh, okay. This is the big highlight. All right,
That's-
go ahead, go.
Okay.
You telling me or the listeners?
I'm telling you,
All right,
yeah.
all right, go ahead.
So it's an old Baltic Slavistan tradition, the story of the Easter Bunny.
But we're not Baltic or Slavs.
No, we're Baltic Slavistonic. Yeah, we
Okay.
are. At least your kids are half Baltic Slavistonic, because I'm 100% Baltic Slavistonic. I know this is news to you, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is to
Yeah.
me. All right,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
It's a rich, rich heritage. So back in Baltislavistan, what you would do is on Easter you had to have a feast, and there were no pigs, there were no cows, because it was a very poor country. So we ate rabbit.
Okay.
Right, bunnies.
Hassenpfeffer.
We had bunnies, right?
Okay.
Yes, bunny sausage.
Thumper.
So delicious.
Bunny.
Yeah, that's right. And one day, one year, kind of like Tom Turkey, Feaster the Easter Bunny figured out
Oh, no.
that he was going to be eaten.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And so he's a very clever bunny.
Okay.
And what he did was he went and got all the eggs from the chickens.
Okay.
Right, and then it became an egg feast instead of a bunny feast, and so they celebrated the bunny that would bring them the eggs.
Yeah.
Hence, Easter eggs, right? So we have the bunny and we have the eggs, right? And then, but 1 year, like 3 years in, after he had been doing this, and he was a hero feaster, the Easter Bunny, everybody loves him, right? In Baltislavistan, and 1 year, all the eggs went bad.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, it was trouble because he knew that the people would eat him anyway. Right? Yeah. So what he did was he told the children, I hid the eggs.
Oh. Clever.
I hid the eggs. And so the children had to go around and find the eggs. And while they were looking, he made his escape.
To?
Russia.
Oh, it's cold there.
It is. It didn't turn out well for
Didn't,
Feast
I
of
was
the
going
Easter
to say.
Bunny.
Oh, because you know why? Then they made the Fabergé eggs, and they had diamonds all over
Well,
them.
he
so-
turned into a big fuzzy hat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But
Oh.
that's where the whole tradition came from.
Wow,
Bet you
very
didn't
good,
know
Michael.
that.
That was short and sweet. Thank you.
Mostly
I
'cause I
enjoyed
made it
that.
up, but-
Oh, okay. I was happy I could dig into my chocolate again.
Check it.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you
all right.
cheater. You're a big cheater with the chocolate. You are.
I said I wanted to not eat chocolate candy.
You just said chocolate.
Chocolate
You just said
candy.
it again. So
Okay.
we had to have a house meeting, people.
right.
No, let's tell this story,
Oh,
right?
God.
For Lent, my lovely, lovely wife says, I'm giving up chocolate. And I gave up beef, right? I didn't have anything.
He was such a bear.
It was terrible. I had to cook hamburgers for the entire family and not get a taste of one. Turkey burgers are awful when they're the only option you have. They're good when it's your
You
choice.
have to really season the turkey.
Exactly. But I did the whole time. I didn't even cheat on Sundays, which apparently is a rule now. You're allowed to cheat on Sundays.
Well, then I cheated on Sunday then.
No, you didn't. You cheated on a Wednesday. And I look up in the cabinet and there's some Oreos missing. And the children didn't have any Oreos, but the mommy had the Oreos.
I went to Easter Mass and
And
I...
we said, well, what happened? And she said, I didn't say chocolate. I said chocolate candy. And so we had a family meeting and we decided, we took a vote. Did she say chocolate or did she say chocolate candy? And the vote was 3-1. You said,
As it always
you
is.
said chocolate.
I've been kicked out of the family. So.
And, well,
I don't have
no,
a house anymore.
that was not your penance was you were supposed to do 6 more weeks of Lent.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you keep holding to that. All right, don't forget to replay replay of tonight's show is, or I should say, a replay of today's show is tonight, 8 p.m. right here on Source for Radio. And let's get back to our trivia question so we can get out of here.
It's the Olympic Stadium. I know it.
Oh, and I lost my question.
I remember
again.
seeing it.
No, it's not the Olympic
Guys,
Stadium.
when I was going over
No,
one
will you
time,
stop it?
I
Peter
saw what there's a little queen and she jumps out of your
little queen.
yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Queen
Okay,
Elizabeth,
just
and she
be
jumps
quiet.
out of your
Peter
flight of
Pan's
Peter Pan
flight.
strip. Wait, hold on, because she jumps out just like she did in the opening ceremonies, and then she parachutes down into the Olympic
And
Stadium.
Daniel Craig is right there too. Okay, here we go. Peter Pan's flight. Flying over London at night is one of the attraction's most memorable scenes. Which London icons can you see from your flying ship? Your choices, the Tower Bridge and Houses of Parliament, Big Ben Clock Tower and the London Eye, St. Paul's Cathedral and the Houses of Parliament, or Tower Bridge and Big Ben Clock Tower. What is the answer?
I told you the answer.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Out of these choices,
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Tower Bridge and Big Ben Clock Tower, for those that were listening, and thank you so much. Again, the question and answer comes from the hidden magic of Walt Disney World Trivia. All right, that's it. We're
All right.
out of here.
Bye,
Thank you
folks.
so
I won't
much
bug you again for a while.
Shopping.
Shopping.
Please shop and buy me something. Okay, got shopping on the brain. Anyway, we'll be back, or I say another show, we'll be back. Well, maybe you will be back next Friday, and we'll do another
only
show.
if there's demand.
And you'll tell another story.
That one was awesome. though. You
Uncle
gotta admit.
Michael.
gotta
You could
admit.
be the new, what? Storyteller for us. Yes. Grimm's Fairy
That's
Tales.
right.
That's all we needed. All right. Have a great afternoon and a great weekend, everybody. This is Sorcerer Radio on srsounds.com. See ya.
Beauty, eh?
Honey.